Welcome to the Frequently Asked Questions podcast with Fuzzy and Quincy. Oh man, listen, this young man, he's 2 up, 2 down. He loves Virginia. He is Virginia.
You said 2 up, 2 down.
That's what they say. 2 up, 2 down.
You never seen that? You never heard of that?
Nah, I'm not. You gotta go to Virginia.
Yeah, you ain't tuned in.
I'm not tapped in.
Yeah, we're gonna change that.
We're
gonna change
he is spicy right now.
The artist known as Skillz, Mad Skillz, DJ, artist, hip hop historian, all around great guy.
Give me all my flowers.
Yes, great storyteller.
I have a day in my city.
Yeah, he's.
You have a day named after me.
Do you have the key to the city?
Yeah.
Okay, he's official like a
February 13th is Mad Skillz Day in Richmond, Virginia.
Yo, he used to work at the VCU parking deck. No,
I put a whole state on the map.
He's cousins with Mike MacArthur.
Yeah,
you know, like
who the hell is Mike MacArthur?
Man,
first of all, Fuzzy, it's about to be me and you,
who
Fuzzy.
Is Mike MacArthur?
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
You know, Mike Mac.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk
about that.
We got Skillz. Let's get up for Skillz, dog. Skillz.
Thank you.
Yo, can we listen? Stop being mad, Skillz.
Nah, I'm upset at you.
Stop being mad, Skillz.
Hey, QDZ, none of this is directed at you.
Okay, what happened?
Can we clear the air?
Let's do it.
Can we get straight to it? You know what you did.
Come on, man.
Nah, you called me here. You want the spiciness on your podcast.
Ooh.
What did you do, Fuzzy?
What did you do?
I'm a God-fearing guy. I'm just doing my Christian duty.
What happened?
Check this out, QDZ. I have a podcast.
Yes, excellent podcast.
I have an excellent podcast, and nobody else is doing what I'm doing. It's called Hip Hop Confessions.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. It's a great show.
I called this guy.
Okay.
Like, yo, Fuzzy, I need to get you on the podcast. Like, he's like, what's the premise of it? I said, yo, we just get people. I don't want to hear your backstory, how you came up. I don't need to know all that.
Right. Yeah.
We just get people that, and they have unpopular opinions or things that they've never revealed, hip hop related, music related.
Okay.
Just come on the pod. Skillz. This is what Fuzzy tell me.
Yeah.
I don't like my voice, Skillz. Don't nobody want to hear me talk. I said, Fuzzy, you're an LA legend, bro. Like, come to the podcast. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, Skillz. I had to talk to him 2-3 days prior. I know you got stories. He was like, yo, man, well, maybe I'll tell the Michael Jackson story. You know, I said, yeah, that's cool. Fuzz, just come through. It
was an Outcast story I wanted to share.
It was an Outcast story he wanted to share. And he was like, I don't know, Skillz. And he told me, and I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. Okay. I said, because that's throwing a couple people under the bus that might not deserve it. And that's not what we about.
Yeah, okay.
Come to the podcast, Fuzzy. We get to the podcast. It's me, him, and my homeboy Gavin. He does the podcast, and it's super dope.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't do podcast Skillz.
I was nervous.
I said, Fuzzy, like, you got an amazing story. You have a dope voice. Yeah, I'm not a podcast guy, Skillz. I hope you got what you wanted out of me. I hope it was cool.
Didn't.
I said, yeah, it's cool. I'm not really a podcast guy, Skillz. I said, all right, cool, man. I would love to have you on a couple more episodes.
Yeah.
Skillz, I'm not a podcast guy, man. Da-da-da-da. And then 2 weeks later, Frequently Asked podcast with QDZ.
Yo, can I tell you the craziest part? That's I'm gonna throw gasoline on this fire.
What the fuck are you mobile? What the fuck is going on?
Dog, me and Fuzz had a conversation. He was like, yo, we should do a podcast. I wasn't even thinking about this.
Because you and I was jaw-jacking every morning when I was going on my walk.
I'm good.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it. He was the brain trust.
I'm so cool on this shit.
Yeah.
Why can't you? Okay, so if that's the case, if you feel like that, Skillz, and I apologize.
Because he was like, dog, I see it. We should do something that's like frequent, like.
So he pitched you.
Yeah, he was like, dog,
like
your wife picked that name.
Wow.
He was like, yo, we should have our names in it. Maybe we could do something like.
Your wife came up with that.
Frequently at like.
Your wife came up with that.
Wow.
So that's the craziest thing. Like, and I know, like, this is how you do.
This is amazing. This is how you do your friends.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
Damn. Now that we got that,
that's why I didn't say. You see how I said it? I didn't say. You said you finished my sentence. I stopped it. I said, man, that's how you do. And you said that's how you do your friends.
Wow.
Because I didn't think y'all were friends. If that's how you do people. That's crazy.
Let's move on. Let's talk about Skillz, man.
Now you want to talk about me on your podcast.
See what he did?
This is the second time we had Skillz on the FAQ podcast.
Yes,
the first one didn't really count. That was quick on live. That wasn't before y'all got some paper and some lights and some cameras.
We ain't got no paper.
We got no paper.
You know what I'm saying?
We're still on that EBT.
Yeah, this is a very bootstrap operation, grassroots.
Hey man, listen, I couldn't be happier for you, QDZ.
Thank you, bro.
I'm glad that it's happening for you, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
You know, let's move on.
Okay.
Before I knock all this shit over.
No.
Okay, all right. So Skillz. All right, where do we start with Skillz? All right, we've seen you on other podcasts, Legend, and you are a great storyteller. Like,
thank you.
It was one podcast in particular. Shout out to Nori because he's a great friend of the show.
Yeah.
And one of my friends, shout out to my man Al, he heard the podcast and he calls me and he knows that, you know, we cool. He was like, dog, I don't know if Skillz has any more stories because he gave it all up.
Right.
I said, no, trust me, he got more. So he said, no, Q, you got to listen to his podcast. Like, Skillz was in rare form. And then I listened. I said, no, that's who Skillz is. And I
was wasted.
You really got drunk.
I got drunk on Drink Champs. I'm not a drinker. Yeah. I'm a 2 minimum.
Like, hey, 1, 2,
and I'm buzzing. I'm a lightweight. I had anywhere from 11 to 14 shots.
Ooh, you was in rare form.
And then Cameron shit comes out the next week, and Cam like, yeah, nah, I ain't drinking. And I'm like, wait, I could have denied the fucking shots.
Peer pressure was a
had no clue.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we'll keep it sober here. We'll keep it sober.
Thank you. I got water close to me. So
yeah. No,
thank you.
Well, all right, so Skillz, you're a VA legend. You're a Richmond legend. It had to be hard, right?
Yeah.
Coming from,
yeah.
I mean, because Richmond is one of, and you know, my wife is from Richmond.
Yeah.
That area, it's a very difficult place to be from because
is it rural?
It was popping down the road in Virginia Beach with Pharrell and Timberland, and you know what I mean, that whole camp. And being in Richmond, that's like an hour, away.
Right. It's like an hour, 15 minutes from where I'm from.
So how'd you fight through to get? You know what I'm saying?
You know, I would leave. You know what I'm saying? I would leave and come back. Like one thing about home, and I tell people all the time, like, you know, if I was a ball player, right, and I could hoop, and let's say I could hoop at the gym around my way, everybody like, yo, you nice. And I'm like, all right, and I'm gonna join the AAU team and see if I'm nice, and then I'm good on the AAU team. It's like I never wanted to just be the nice for Richmond or for VA. I wanted to see if I was really good. I wanted to try to go to the league.
Yeah.
So I would dip out of town, of course, taking care of my responsibilities, family, and things of that nature. I would dip out of town, go to this MC battle, go to this talent show, like, and then come back. So when people outside of my area started telling me I was dope, that's when I started to believe it. Clark Kent's and the Q-Tips. You know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, like, you dope. I'm like, shit, if Q-Tip said I'm dope,
that was a big one.
I'm fucking dope. In 93? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's when I started to believe, and I was like, okay, maybe I got something here. Maybe I could make this music thing work.
No, that's listen. I'm looking at your hat, and you know why I got to go, because I'm like, is this hat one of the hats? I'm thinking of the Run DMC, right? Oh, because we talked about this on one of our Instagram lives. Me and Fuzzy go on Instagram live.
Yeah, it's a great story.
Shout out to FAQ Podcast. Please follow us on Instagram, FAQ Podcast on YouTube as well. You were telling us a story midway, and I think we were like in the middle of the story, and I think it has completed since then.
Yeah.
That you love Run DMC.
Right.
You love Reverend Run.
Yeah.
And you know, you idolized him growing up. And you were mad at him last time we talked.
Yeah, I ran into him 3 separate times in my life, and he played me.
Yeah.
He curved me all 3 times.
Man.
The last time was he played me in 3 different decades. So
you're holding on to that.
So in the last time was 2016. It was in New York at the Roots Presents Hip Hop, and Run DMC was performing, and he got me again, and that just took me over the edge. And I just lost.
And it's documented.
And I tried to fight him. Like,
you showed it to me.
I literally tried to. I literally tried to fight him.
You tried to fight?
I tried
Reverend
to
Run.
fight him at a concert.
Reverend, you said Reverend.
Now here's the thing.
Okay.
People didn't know the story, right? They didn't know the story of what had happened. So imagine 2016, and you just look on all hip hop and you see, Mad Skillz tries to assault Reverend Run at Super Bowl Roots party. Like, the first thing y'all would have did was been like, like, Skillz, what the fuck is going on with Skillz? Let me check on my homie. Like, Skillz, I just saw the blurb on Shade Room. Like, you all right, bro?
Right.
And I would have to tell Q Deezy this story. And then Q Deezy would go, I kind of get it. I understand it. Okay, that makes sense, Skillz. I'm glad that didn't happen, but I feel your pain on that one. Right. Then I would have had to tell the story to Fuzzy again. Fuzzy, this is what happened. And then Fuzzy goes, yeah, nah, 3 times in your life, damn, he did you dirty. I feel you, Skillz. I might have tried to snuff him or something. Yeah. But I told the story on another podcast. Yeah. So the podcast comes out, gets 1 million views in like 3 weeks. Oh. And I guess somehow he saw it. And I wasn't proud of the story at all, right?
Yeah, because that's your idol.
That's my idol. Like, he's one of the reasons I rap. I really tried to jump on this man and whip his ass. And I think he saw it. And this is what this is the power of social media.
Yes.
So many people took that small story and just started posting it, and somehow it got to him. And he said, I didn't know who you were. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. And, send me your address. I'll make sure you get that, that Run Dmc hat that you wanted. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. I DM'd him, gave him the address. And then he an old school cat now. So he was like, man, I'm DM, PM. I don't know what all that is. My kids had to tell me about that. Yeah. So then one day, it's my birthday. And I'm eating dinner.
When's your birthday?
My birthday is June 2nd. Okay. Charlie Mack calls me. I look at the phone, legend. And I'm not even gonna answer because I just know Charlie just want to talk. Like I'm not talking to Charlie. Like, it's my birthday. I'm sitting with the fam, so I ignore the call.
Oh my!
Charlie Mack calls back. I ignore the call.
Wow. Charlie
texts me and says, "Pick up the phone." So I pick the phone up. Charlie, happy birthday, Skillz. I'm like, thank you, Charlie. Like, yo, where you at? I said, I'm at dinner. And then I just hear a voice go, is this Mad Skillz?
And did you know?
As soon as he started talking, I said, this is freaking Run from Run. Is this Mad Skillz? I said, speaking. Hi, Mad Skillz. This is Reverend Run. And my heart drops. Wow. Because I'm like, I was just on Drink Champs talking about beating this man's ass.
This
like,
hip-hop.
Like I look crazy. Yeah. I look crazy. Yeah. If you didn't know the whole story, then I would have looked crazy. He says, first of all, happy birthday. Ooh. I said, wow, thank you, man. Like, I said, I'm stuttering. He's like, hey, listen, I got your hat. It's right here. I just need your address. I'm old school. I don't know DM, PM. I don't know none of that. I got a pen and I got a paper. Give me your address and I'm going to overnight this hat to you.
Damn. What?
And I said,
how are you feeling at this? Are you feeling embarrassed?
Charlie goes, where are you? I said, I'm at dinner. Charlie goes, step outside, Skillz. I tell the fam, like, I'm going to step outside. I step outside. I'm talking to Rev Run and Charlie Mack. And he's like, I give him my address, and he says, listen, happy birthday. Yeah. He says, I apologize to you for how I treated you every time that I met you. Damn. And that kind of stuck me. And he said, listen, man, like, and I said, no, it's cool, Run, it's cool, Run. He's like, no, it's not cool. It's not cool. Mm-mm. And I just want to apologize to you. And your hat is on the way, and I hope you have an amazing birthday. I love you. Thank you for the years of support, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. Thank you so much. Charlie go, you good, Skillz? I'm like, yeah, Charlie, I'm good. So the hat comes. Charlie hits me and goes, when you get the hat, FaceTime me before you open it.
Wow.
And I said, all right, cool. I get the hat. I FaceTime Charlie Mack. Charlie Mack pulls Reverend Run in. Oh. And they watch me open up.
Come on.
Are you serious?
And it's, I got the video on my gram. Rev Run and Charlie. And here's the thing. This is what got me. As soon as we got off the phone, he says, are you happy, man? I said, listen, man, the 13-year-old Mad Skillz is elate. I can't believe that I have a hat signed from Run. I'm about to put this in my studio in a glass case with some shell toes. It's about to be crazy. Yeah. Fuzzy know I be on my collecting shit.
That's big.
So he says, I talked to Charlie after. I called Charlie. I said, yo, you call that man and tell that man that Charlie said he called me.
Wow.
I said, stop playing, Charlie. Like, he said, Charlie called me. He said, he called me, Skillz. I promise you. What am I lying to you for? And I said, how did that phone call even go? He said, he called me. I picked up because it's Run, nigga.
Yeah, of course.
I pick up. I said, hey. He said, Charlie Mack. I said, Rev Run, what's going on? And he said, I need a favor. Charlie said, you got it. He said, Charlie, I ain't even tell you what the favor is. Like, he said, don't matter what the favor is. You Rev Run. What you need? Yeah. He said, do you know Mad Skillz? He said, Virginia, Mad Skillz? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, that's my guy. He said, I need his address. Wow. Charlie says, you want me to just call him? He was like, I mean, yeah. He said, yeah, I got. He said, Run says, you got his number? Charlie said, of course I got his number. I click over, call him right now. Run said, yeah, do that. And they clicked over and they called me, and it just happened to be on my birthday.
What?
Yeah. So
when you get back to the table and your family, because everyone knows the story.
Yeah.
Like, what is your face looking like? Are you at the point where I said, this is my idol. I said what I said, but damn, you know, how are you feeling?
I have Fuzzy can tell you, I have a clear history of saying shit, and then I gotta come back and be like, oh,
with a vengeance.
But I'm very honest and I'm very truthful, and that was shout to Rev Run, man. But that moment for me, man, it was like I was 13. You know me, DZ. You follow me. Like I'm a sucker for anything that reminds me of my childhood.
For sure.
TV shows, sneakers, cars. I just got an 89 Act Coupe that I just ride around with BBSs on it just because I couldn't get it in 89.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a sucker for anything that reminds me of my childhood. So I had somebody else reach out to me and they was like, yo, DMC is my man. You need something signed from DMC. I'm like, of course I need the shoes signed by DMC. I already got the hat signed by Run, and I'm going to put it in a glass case in the studio. Like, that's a hip-hop artifact, bro.
Yeah.
It's a hip-hop artifact.
Let's talk about this other, he puts his foot in his mouth situation.
Please do, Fuzz.
Skillz was doing something online I thought was so clever where he would critique movies. And it was very funny.
It was called Movies. It was called Movies in a Movie in a Minute. I would review a movie in a minute.
And I called him. I used to call him like, "Yo, bro, this is a thing. Like, you really need to bring that back."
Okay.
So he would review a movie in a minute, and it'll be dead on. So I'm working at Motown Capital at this time. I'm just setting the picture up, and you go to review. What's the movie?
Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim. We did.
We talked about
Motown
that.
did the soundtrack, and he's over here going. Go ahead.
Oh, he called me. Skillz called me.
Yeah, that was.
Yo, so he goes in on the movie with his review. Then people start hitting him and paint the picture of who hit you from the Queen and Slim community.
So. Queen and Slim. Shout out to Lena Waite, Melina, you know what I'm saying?
Two black sisters
that made this movie.
Yeah.
And it was very I went to see Queen and Slim came out on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Thanksgiving weekend or something like that, right? Okay. Maybe Black Friday. I was going out of town to see family or whatever. I went to the movies first. I went to the 12:50 p.m. showing. Before I got on the road to ride up to see the fam, I stopped to go see Queen and Slim. I wanted to support.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm watching people, buy out theaters, coaching them, buying out theaters, and people are like, yo, we're going to support this movie. I go to the movie, I watch it, and I come out of that bitch livid. I was mad.
He called me.
I was mad because I felt like somebody sold me one thing and then totally crossed me over at the end. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to spoil the movie for those who haven't seen it, but I was upset at the ending of the movie.
Yeah.
I go to the fam for Thanksgiving, Black Friday. I'm telling everybody at the table, don't go see that shit. They like, why? I'm like, don't. It's horrible. You gonna hate it. They like, damn, I was about to go this weekend. I'm like, don't. The whole weekend. I'm telling Friday, Saturday. Sunday, I get back to VA, and I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, all I keep seeing is this poster of Daniel Kaluuya and the girl sitting on the car on my timeline all week, and I'm sick of seeing this shit. And I'm like, how can I put up this picture but let people know that I ain't with this shit?
Oh, yeah.
Just from the picture. Before you scroll and start reading my caption, I want you to know from jump, I ain't with this.
Yeah.
Idea popped in my head. I hit my man. I said, yo, can you take the Queen and Slim poster and put the Ghostbusters ring around it with the red line
like
through
do not.
Like a do not enter sign. He was like, yeah. I said, do that shit. He said, I bet. He sends it back to me. I post it. I have a long I spoiled the movie in the caption.
It was well written.
Told people don't go see it. I felt like it was I didn't feel like black people should want to see this in the timing that it was happening, right?
Yes.
Sunday goes up and this hella people like, shit, well, I ain't going. If Skillz ain't never put up no posts like this passionate about nothing. If Skillz say it's trash, I ain't going.
Yeah.
335 comments later.
Yes.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning and I get a DM from Lena Waithe. Now, don't get me wrong. I had gotten messages from, let me backtrack. It's 10 p.m. Sunday night. My phone rings, 310 number. Hello? Skillz. Yeah, who this? It's E. E who? E, this E. E? Ethiopia. I said, what's up,
Motown,
E?
guys.
Tell everybody who Ethiopia is.
Ethiopia is the CEO of Motown Records.
Yeah, running it.
Skillz, what the fuck is wrong with you? I said, what you talking about? I'm at a dinner party in Atlanta. Somebody passes me a phone with your post on it and say, do you know this nigga?
Oh, shit.
And I said, not only do I know this nigga, he's my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I said, E, you don't, no, nigga, no. Let me talk.
Ooh.
I said,
yes.
Black woman mad on my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna let it go.
Very calm.
She's very
cool, calm,
right.
collective.
She said, I just watched you tear down something that 2 black women made. Like, nigga, you know better than this. Like, nigga, take that fucking post down. What the fuck is wrong with you? I said, E, she laying me out.
Yeah.
I let her go. Wow. I said, E, can I talk? No, nigga, you can't talk. No. I said, E, where are you? I'm at a dinner party in Atlanta, nigga. I stepped. Skillz, do I ever call you? I said, no. She said, and I'm calling you tonight. I said, right. She said, E, can I? She said, no, nigga, you can't talk. Ooh. I need you to do what I'm asking you to do. I said, E, where are you? She said, I just told you I'm at a dinner party. I said, when the dinner party over and you get back to wherever you are and we can talk, call me back. Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
I said, please do. All right, nigga.
This is Ethiopia's folks.
Like, she was furious.
Yes.
Because she had this, the soundtrack was on Motown Records.
Got it.
I got a DM from Lena Waithe. I get another DM from a dude that says, hey man, peace, King. I'm so and so's boyfriend. I can't remember exactly who he was.
Brother from
He was directly he was like, yo, I'd like to speak to you about, and I'm sitting there going, I don't want to talk to nobody because my phone going ham.
Yeah.
But I'm standing by what I said. I get a DM from Lena Waithe at 1 a.m. and it says, peace. I'm sorry that the movie didn't live up to your expectations. During your post, I saw that you said you would like to know why. What was I thinking when I wrote this movie? And if you have time to discuss that, I would like to sit down with you and talk about why I wrote what I wrote. If not, it's all love. I appreciate you. Continued success. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there going, wow, like Lena Waithe just DM'd me and sent me her number.
Yeah.
I said, I'm up. I said, I got time. She said, I'm hopping on a flight. When I land, it's going to be like 3 a.m., probably East Coast time. Will you still be up? If so, I'll shoot you a call. I said, yeah, cool. Lena Waithe calls me at 3:30 a.m.
No.
We have a whole conversation about the movie. She said, what? She said, let's talk about it. I said, let's talk about it. She said, what are your questions? I said, I got 3 fucking questions. She said, well, which one you want me to answer first? She was so calm. I was on 10. She was so calm.
Because is this after the Ethiopia conversation?
After the Ethiopia, weekend of the movie.
Okay, so now you getting it from everybody. Because you called me. You called me and dug into me. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
But no, let's go back. Okay, so you talked to Lena.
So Lena's like, we talk, And she explained to me what she was thinking and her point when she was writing this film. Once she explained it to me, I totally got it, right? I was like, I'm a happy ending type of nigga. Like, she like, yeah, I ain't a happy ending type of chick. So, sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, man, imagine like, you know, she said, I give you a scenario that she gave me without telling our whole conversation. Yeah. She said, remember when you saw Do the Right Thing? You ever seen Do the Right Thing? I said, yeah. She said, remember the scene where the people just kept looking in the camera going, you fried chicken eating, watermelon eating, big lip having. She said, and then the Asian people was like, you non-driving. Like, and it was just all those stereotypes. And she's like, remember how uncomfortable you were when you saw that scene of just how people was talking to your race of people? I said, yeah. She said, hey, that's me. My whole movie like that. And I was like,
great description.
She said, I don't sugarcoat it. I'm going to give you all that shit. And I was like, I got it. I said, I got it. The next day, I wake up. And this, as with me, Fuzzy can tell you, with me, when I'm out of pocket, as loud as I am with the disrespect, I gotta be just as loud with the apology and the respect. So I go back and put a post up and say, listen, I was wrong about Queen and Slim. Go see it for yourself and judge it for yourself. Yeah. I was on the phone with Lena Waithe for an hour and a half last night, this, that, and the third. So that's when I realized, fuck the internet, because they gon' it was people Saturday that was like, I feel you, Skillz, I ain't going. And then it was people Monday that was like, so nigga, all it took was a phone call from Lena Waithe, now you off it, nigga. You on some bullshit, Skillz, like, oh, Lena Waithe call you and it's all love. And I'm like, I can't please everybody.
No, but Skillz, right in that moment, that showed how powerful you are.
I didn't realize that.
Now,
and me and Fuzzy was talking, I still don't realize it.
But you got to start it back up. If you, from one post, right, and you were passionate about the post, you were passionate about the movie. Fuzz, I'm going to go see, me and Mont are going to go see Toby. This is like Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm like, you hit me on DM and it was going crazy. And then he called me and I was joking. I was like, he want to argue. No, I don't want to argue. I want to know why you think that movie's a classic. And the thing was, you're so passionate, you have to go back and do it, because if you did that off of one movie post, and you got Ethiopia calling you, you have the creator of the movie calling you, Lena Waithe.
She wrote it.
Bruh, you have to start doing more movie.
And what's so crazy is, man, after talking to her, like, we talk often, like, let's say, like, she's a good ass person, like, and we've had discussions, like, for me, she told me this is something that she told me that really stood out. She was like, nigga, but you low key a genius though. I said, how you figure that? She said, on my timeline all weekend I'm seeing my movie poster, because that's the weekend it come out, and this a movie studio pushing this, so this ain't just online, it's everywhere. She said, I'm just scrolling, people like, I loved it, I'm scrolling, I'm seeing the love, I'm seeing this, that, and the third. She said, you were smart enough to put a line through it and a circle around it on some, I'm not fucking with this shit. Yeah. She said, and I automatically went to your page. She said, I go to your page and I see this handsome black man, DJ. He's a nominated Grammy nominated songwriter. You teach a college, and if I'm correct, I went back a couple posts. You have a day named after you in your city, and I said, yeah. She said, imagine on the day that your album came out, that everybody in your city is celebrating you, and you scrolling, and one day you just see a post of your album cover with a zero through it, a circle around it with a line through it, and the post says, fuck this nigga, he ain't never did nothing for Virginia. Wow. She said, would that get your attention? I said, yeah. She said, you a genius, nigga, because you definitely got my attention. She said, we on the phone at 3:30 in the morning.
Wow. But she was cool as a fan, though.
Bro, as soon as I started talking to her, it was like I was talking to an old friend.
So, Skillz, you have a relation, and don't take this, boys and girls, like, don't be like Skillz and be hating just to get close to people.
I wasn't hating. It was my opinion.
He was hating. No, I'm kidding. But so now,
you come from the land of haters. You from Philly.
I'm not even gonna argue that point. Yes, yes, I do. Yeah. It's a
Philly
lot.
niggas is hard on
They
me.
haters, man. They
so
are
much.
haters. There's so much hate.
Can I tell you a story about Q Dizzy hating on me?
Yeah, since you went in on me earlier, yes, sir.
Yeah, because you still a fuck boy, but we gonna keep it pushing.
Okay.
So Q Dizzy, I'm rapping. This is when I'm rapping. I'm on my radio run, right? I'm coming through Philly. We got a mutual. My cousin is like my manager. He's like, yo, we gonna bring Skillz up this and third. I didn't been to his show. He do a show called a come up show with a DJ named Cosmic Kev.
What up, Kev?
Cosmic Kev is probably the biggest hater I've ever met in my whole fucking life.
Okay.
Still, what's today's date? July whatever, 2021. Cosmic Kev. I ain't seen Cosmic Kev in 10 years. He's still the biggest hater ever.
Okay.
I done been through the come up show, right? A couple times, mashed it. Because you know how I am when I go to the radio station, they say, yo, you going freestyle. I gotta show my ass because I don't get this attention a lot. One day I'm up at that bitch. Cosmic Kev, I'm rapping. He like, Skill, I just want you to go in over so and so. I'm like, all right, throw the beat on, Kev. DZ in the back, like, yo, the Skill, the phones is lighting up. I'm going ham. I'm bodying freestyle because I'm trying to hang with Siegel and Major Fingers.
You know
and
where you at?
All you know what I'm saying? And Cassidy was hot at the time.
Yeah.
Right? I go through all my bars, and then this nigga Cosmic Kev cuts the beat off. Q. Kills it. Yo, Q Dizzy. He like, what's up, Kev? That was a hot Skillz is on fire. He's hot. He's a dope MC. Skillz got bars. Virginia cats got bars. And I feel vindicated because I'm like, Kev know what I came here to do. And I had a record called Together, produced by Timbaland, that Kev used to play all the fucking time.
Yeah.
All the time.
So you feeling the love?
I'm like, yeah, I've got my fucking Philly love. You know what I mean? I'm about to go to Iskabibbles, you know what I mean? On my, you know what I mean? Kev like, Q Dizzy, you know what I want to happen? Q Dizzy like, what, Kev? He like, I want to get Cassidy up here, and I want him and Skillz to go bar for bar.
What?
I want Mad Skillz and Cassidy barred up. No, two men enter, one man leave. QD's like, yeah, that shit'll be dope. This nigga, he like, remember the big dog and the little dog? He like, yeah, that shit'll be dope. And I'm sitting there going, Cassidy, my homie, like, I fuck with Cass, like, yeah, Cassidy, if you in the city, pull up. If you listen right now, pull up. We gonna get this battle going on. And I'm sitting there going, I don't have no fucking problem with Cassidy. Like, Q Dizzy fanning this shit. Let's get it going on, Kev. Hey, Kev.
Talk about it.
Bye, Kev. Whatever you say, Kev. And I'm sitting there looking at these two nut ass niggas and on my Philly shit. I'm like, man, y'all niggas drawn. Like, I fuck with Cassidy. Bro, I'm not about to battle Cassidy on your show.
That was never. See, Skillz is a master storyteller.
I'm good at it.
He's an amazing storyteller. Like, it's beyond radio. You can't even get these kind of stories on radio.
No, you can't.
And I guarantee you, I was not hyping it up.
I know you. You are a hype.
No.
You just did it earlier right now.
He does it. That's what he does.
What?
No.
And I've seen Q Dizzy at one of his lowest moments.
Talk about it.
And he know I always bring this up every time I talk. Let's just go.
Because he's hyping it.
Let's just go ahead. I'm gonna show you how to tell a story about a nigga when he on the spot.
Okay.
BET Awards.
Yes.
2001.
2001 BET Awards.
No, it was Grammys.
Here in LA. Staples Center.
2002.
Staples Center. You know what I'm saying? I snuck into the Grammys that year. I was definitely on my crazy shit. I sneak into the Grammys. Leaving the Grammys, about to hit the parties, going back to the parking deck. And I see Q Dizzy over to my right in the parking lot. He had some ear things in. He had a little recording device.
Yes, I did.
I see a limousine. The limousine is in traffic trying to slowly inch up to get to the exit to get out. Okay. The window is cracked in the limousine.
Talk to him.
I see Usher in the limousine.
Oh my God.
Q Dizzy was running with the thing trying to get a drop while the limo is fucking riding. You just see, you see Usher like the mic is moving like this. Yeah, it's your boy Usher. You know what I'm saying? Usher here. We Power 106. Like Q Dizzy's like. So look, it's at a weak moment in industry history, right?
Oh my God.
I see him, and you know how you do some nut ass shit, and then as soon as it's over, you look around to see who saw it. QDZ turned around, he looked, and it's me, and I just go,
you shake your head.
seen that shit, nigga.
Yo, can I tell y'all?
I never let him forget that. You ran after a limo with Usher in it.
Yo,
I ain't gonna never let you live that shit.
I am sweating because you are so funny. Dog, you should be, you gotta do stand up. We gotta get him with Chris Spencer, and he has to do stand up.
Yo, that's funny as fuck, yo.
Anything I say after that great, masterful story, it would sound like a lie. But I'm gonna try. So the year is 2002.
Yo,
I'm backstage in the Grammys.
Did you feel like an idiot?
No. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
No, because it's a complete false. It's a falsity. It's like he's Donald Trump of storytelling. It sounds amazing. 2002.
I'm lying?
2002.
What I ain't is a lot.
2002. I'm at the Grammys.
Yo,
I'm backstage. That's when I got the NSYNC joint. Remember I told you I got.
Yeah.
All right, Justin Timberlake joint. So I'm going backstage. I'm interviewing Bono. I'm interviewing all these people.
You got in with Justin Timberlake's past.
Yeah, I got in. Charlie Mack. Mm-hmm. We're backstage doing interviews. Now the Grammys is ending. So I'm running around. I got my recorder. I see Natalie Cole.
Yeah.
I see Natalie Cole.
Rest in peace.
And I'm like, oh, I gotta get her. I'm a young boy. I'm gonna go get it. I'm running. I'm getting Natalie Cole, and Skillz hops out the limo like, "What up, Q?" I said, "Yo, what's up, Skillz? I'm about to get this interview. I'm gonna get at you." And that's what the story was. But he added, when he came to the radio station, he added that it was Usher, because Usher was like the biggest star at the time. But it sounded better it being Usher than Natalie Cole.
Whoever it was.
See what I'm saying?
I never saw you run in slow motion like that. And it was almost like we locked eyes, and I just looked at him like, I seen that, my nigga. And QDZ knows, like, I'm not the type of nigga that was gonna let that go.
Oh no, and but I'm a hustler. I'm always
no. You was definitely on your Grizzly.
Yes,
but it was funny for me to see it.
Oh, and when you came, he killed me live on the radio, and everybody. I went to the club the next day, and I'll never forget. I just got these new white Louis boat shoes, and I'm in the club, and I'll never forget. Dude was like, "Yeah, but you was running after Usher in that limo." I never forget that. He went on the air and it was like, it was so. That's Skillz.
Hey Fuzzy, let me explain something to you.
That's
Skillz. I'm writing the wrap up. I got my wrap up notes. You know, all this stuff that happened. Brandy does this. The game does this. I had bottom right hand corner. QDZ runs after limo to catch Usher. You almost, like, it wasn't that prominent that it did. Because I was like, damn, a lot of people might hear this in Arizona and not know who QDZ is.
Of course.
But bro, you were so close.
Oh my God.
To being in the wrap up.
Yo, this is funny, man.
Let's talk about the wrap up. That's a great segue. Let's talk about the wrap up, man.
Great wrap up.
You've been doing it for how long?
19 years.
Dude, I mean, it's a hip hop tradition.
It's a hip hop staple that you look for at the end of the year.
Yeah, like, I know a couple times you were saying you weren't going to do it anymore, but let's start from the beginning. Like, how did that even start?
I'm at Mike Mack's house, his mom's house in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And I was working on a mixtape, all Neptunes. And I wanted to rap
Neptunes.
over. And what's so crazy is I wanted to rap over grinding, you know, what happened to that boy, all the hard joints. Mike Mack goes, who's my cousin, by the way, and my manager at the time, goes, yo, you should rap over that Common Come Close joint. And I was like, that shit's soft as shit. It was just funny that he was just here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, that song's soft as shit. Like, what a beat is, it's the Bonita Applebum drums. Like, he was like, I said, Neptune, people don't even know that Neptunes did that. And Mike was like, yeah, like, that's the point. Like, it's a, you know, people don't even know. And I was like, all right, maybe. So I did I was watching TV at the time, and it was one of those year-end shows. And I was like, oh, they talking about everything that happened in pop culture. Let me talk about everything that happened in hip-hop and put it in the middle of the mixtape.
Yeah.
And the shit just took off.
Man.
And when it took off, I'm pissed because I'm like, yo, well, radio start. If you put out a mixtape and radio start playing a song off of it, you like, shit, I'm in rotation at this point.
Let me do.
But I'm mad because I'm like, yo, why they ain't playing the shit I did over the Nori shit, over the Clips beat? Yeah. But they were playing that. But the wrap up is probably like the ultimate barbershop record. You used to hearing that stuff, but you're not used to hearing it in the car at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
In the 5 o'clock mix. It's the ultimate barbershop hair salon record. Yeah. And that's how it was created.
Wow. What's the biggest thing that you've gained from that record? Like
the video that you was in.
Okay, Chris Robinson.
I'm at the VH1 Hip Hop Honors 2006, and I just happen to be sitting next to Chris Robinson, and he said, "Yo, man, that song you do every year is hilarious. You ever did a video for one of those?" And I was like, nah. He was like, yo, you should do a video. Like, that would be so dope. I was like, he's like, nah, I want to do a video for that. I said, Chris, I'm on Contra Records, bro. Like, you Chris Robinson. I can't afford you, bro. Like, he was like, nah, like, trust me. Like, here's my number. Like, let's talk. Like, he's like, it was like early, it was like September or something. He was like, yo, hit me up in like November. Chris Robinson reached out to me in November. He was like, yo, is the song done? And I was like, I'm about to record it. He's like, as soon as you record it, send it to me and come out to LA. We're gonna shoot a video. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
And Chris Robinson came out, huge video director.
Came out and freaking, I come out and he's like, yeah, we're gonna shoot it on this day, and we did the whole video. And QDZ and Afion Crockett are actually in the video with me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That and we was just doing our, I'm saying the punchlines and they all acting it out. I said something about iPhones looking like iPads. You can pull it up. The 07 wrap up, probably the best video that I've ever done. And Chris Robinson shot this shit for free.
For free.
QDZ's in it. Afion Crockett, the comedian G Thing played T-Pain.
Yeah.
We had Rihanna impersonator, a Bobby Brown impersonator. The shit was insane.
For free.
For the free.
Dog. That's good.
Shout Chris Robinson, man.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, I know you have so much, man. I remember first time going to Fuzz. It was this football game they would always do down Virginia. It was like Norfolk versus
talking about the Go Bowl. Yeah, Virginia State versus Virginia Union.
Man.
Crazy.
Go Bowl, yeah. HBCUs.
It was insanity. It was like, Fuzz, you come there, like 1998, I'm there. Mm-hmm. We are there, we go down, and you see Genuine.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
you see Skillz. Yeah. You see Pharrell. You see Timberland.
Tim in the Bentley.
Jay-Z is walking through. It was insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, at that time, y'all were like, it was like bigger than life, man. Yeah. Talk about your relationship with Pharrell. Talk about your relationship with Tim. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I worked with, I worked with both of them later on. I came out first. So the only person that came out before me was D'Angelo. So I came out first.
That's crazy.
And then, 97, Tim and Missy had did the Aaliyah. 1 in a Million, and If Your Girl Only Knew, and those type of records, and Pharrell and them started bubbling afterwards. And I didn't know until later on that they were all like live down the street from each other. 'Cause like I said, where I'm from and where they from is like an hour apart. So man, I watching them change the face of music, was crazy because it's just, it's a magical place. And I know something in the water is cool to say now because we got a festival and all that shit, but it's always been something in the water in Virginia. And just our creativity and our originality, the levels that we will go to make a name for ourselves in the business and the industry that wouldn't really let us in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And now, you can't say Virginia and not think about the people that have contributed to the Missies, the Tims, the Pharrells, the Knots Raws, Bink Dog, you know what I'm saying? Lex Luger, you know what I'm saying? Like Clips, me, D'Angelo, like it's a magical place, man. Chris Brown, Trey Songz, shit.
Damn, you going off, shoot.
Yeah, no.
A lot of motherfuckers from Virginia, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
AI, Mike Vick, like,
Aaron Brooks, it's a lot. It's like crazy. I know you penned a lot of stuff. and you are
a writer.
I remember I text Skillz. I'm like, yo, did you write that for such and such? He's like, no, I didn't write it. I think he wrote it himself. I was like, he's lying, but okay, whatever. I never forget. Fuzz, I'm like, yo, it sounded like him.
Sound like some Skillz cadence.
I'm not going to blow up the artist. I was like, yo, Skillz, did you write that? And his response was so quick. It was like almost like auto response. Like, I'm not in the house. You know, like, call me back later.
I'm driving.
Yeah. He was like, no, I think he wrote it himself. No, he has been sharpening his skills. I'm like, BS. Is that tough for you being a real MC, knowing that you penned a lot of stuff for people and people will never know unless you let them know off of a recording?
You know what I learned early on that and shout to my man Sterling, your man Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling had this quote on his desk, and I remember seeing it when I went to go see him at Universal, and it said, "You can be." It's no limit to how successful you can be if you don't care about who gets the credit. So for me, this is the analogy that I give people all the time. Like, people are like, yo, man, you know, have you ever written something that, you know, you wanted to keep for yourself, or, you know, you've seen stuff that you've helped people do, go out and create, you know what I'm saying? So I correlated to, let's say I fix roofs for a living, right? So let's say I fix Q Deezy's roof, I fix Fuzzy's roof, I fix, you know what I'm saying, my homie over here, I fix his roof, you know what I'm saying? And people walk by his house like, oh man, your house is amazing, your roof is so dope, like, da-da-da-da-da, like, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, like, hopefully, if I was smart, my roof is amazing as well, but you just don't know where I live at. To go by my house, to look at my roof.
Right.
But if I was in the business and doing what I should be doing, then through helping all these people make their houses nice, then I should have a nice house myself. So you know, I just keep that analogy and just keep it moving like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's a great analogy.
Because a lot of people, especially now, want to get credit, and I'm like, just give me credit in the bank, bro. Like, you can.
I don't have to be in the front.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. I don't got to be out front all the time. Sometimes I could be the person that, you know, was controlling the strings. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I like being behind the scenes. That's why I was like, the Skillz point earlier. I'm like, I don't know if I can tell the story. And he was like, man. So I usually I like playing. This is really odd for me, and well, Q's used to it, but for me, it's odd for me to.
Right, and that's why when me and Fuzzy was talking earlier off camera, like, he was like, yo, man, you just be saying the craziest shit like that. And I was telling, you know what I'm saying, speaking to, you know what I'm saying, your camera guy, we was having a conversation where I don't feel like I'm this big. I don't feel like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a celebrity.
I'm not. People are like, yo, you are, and I'm like, no, I'm not. But like, man, I can't believe you. You know, I was, you know, the celebs, and I was like, well, who was the celeb? They was like, you, nigga. I'm like, I ain't no celebrity.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that, bro. Life humbled me very early.
What happened?
What do you mean by that?
When I say life humbled me early, I just mean that I come from very humble beginnings. So, like, I grew up, both of my parents was hooked on heroin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Both of my parents died from heroin overdoses. Wow. So technically speaking, I should be a drug addict. You know what I'm saying?
What age were you when all this happened?
My father died when I was, say, around 8. My mom died when I was she died in 98, the same year that we put out the Aaliyah remix. So from the same drug, you know what I mean? Man. So for me, bro, like, I thought everybody was poor where I grew up at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that, you know. So this shit people making a big deal about something that some people are like, okay, I need you to at least acknowledge some of it. Like, you've done, like, you have a day named after you. You need to acknowledge, and I'm just like, I don't, bro. And that's why I feel like I could pick up my phone and say, yo, that movie sucked. Or, yo, this song is trash. And people like, yo, Skillz, you can't publicly say that. And that's why Hip Hop Confessions, my podcast plug, is such a different thing, because we so accustomed to not saying what we really feel.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I never liked so-and-so. Like, damn, you didn't? Like, yeah, nah, bro, I was never, you know, if a person said I was never a Tribe Called Quest fan, you're like, damn, how?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
That would definitely get an argument right here.
You know what I'm saying? But it's people that you might find a guy in Texas. You're like, bro, for me, bro, it's UGK, Scarface, Ghetto Boys. All that other shit. I won't never cool with none of that shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, you know, I'm just when the experiences, when a person comes to me and they have an experience, I can relate to that. Like, I never forget. This kid walked up to me in the mall, and he was like, yo, you don't even remember me do it. And I was like, bro, I can't say I do. I ain't even trying to be funny. Like, and he was like, yo, I was 15, man. He was like, I was 15. I was selling candy for my basketball team. We was trying to raise money for our uniforms, and we was outside. He said, y'all was there. It was you, Danger Mouth, you know what I'm saying, the Super Friends. Y'all was about to walk into the show. He said, I never forget using a black Magnum. It was all black. I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that car. He was like, it was black wheels, the whole, he liked the Batmobile. I was like, yeah, that was a trash-ass car, but I do remember it. He's like, I was selling my candy, and it was like 15 of y'all, and y'all walked up, and y'all was going to the back. I just started walking with y'all. And he was like, we got to the back, and the security stopped me, and he was like, yo, little man, like you, he was like, he said, and I said, yo, I'm with them. He said, you turned around, and the dude said, yo, Skillz, little man with you? And you was like, yeah, he with us. Dope. He said, and I walked right into the joint. He said, I sold all my candy. He said, I never forget, I met Ludacris. I was like, really? He said, bro, that was my first hip-hop show. I was 15 years old. Wow. And I'm sitting there going, I don't even remember that. But he never forgot it.
I remember a picture of you. Shout out to A+. It was A+. He's the music director. He's going on to do bigger things in music. But he was in the studio with you when he was a young kid. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And people never forget those things. Even when you joking about the limo, like, you were one of those rappers from outside of the city, like, I know Skillz. Right. Like, we're friends. Like, you know what I mean? We got good rapport.
You had another story where somebody captured a picture of you and Q-Tip's first time y'all met or something?
Yeah. It's funny that both of the stories are about Q-Tip because A+, when I met A+, he's a program director now, but when we first met him, he was just a kid running away, and he used to come to the remotes. What they call them when you go to downtown remotes. Locker room. So me and Lonnie B there. And
shout out to Lonnie B.
Well, I don't know if I was there, but I know he walked up to Lonnie B. He was like, yo, you DJ Lonnie B? He was like 16 years old. And he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm DJ Lonnie B. He's like, yo, man, you play some nice recurrence. And he walked off. He was 16 years old. Lonnie B was like, what the fuck you know about a recurrent? Wow. And he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to college for radio. Like, and this motherfucker's like, I started calling him Young PD when he was like 20 years old. He a program director now.
Yeah, he's like Pandora. He's big
he a program director now. I've been calling him Young PD for like 15 years.
Crazy. Hey, Skillz, let me tell you, just talk about the DJ. Where has your DJing skills, no pun intended, where your DJ skills taking you across like the world? Like, where have you been? Where has, you being a DJ, where have it took you to?
Man, I've been overseas. I've been to Australia. I was DJing. I did a whole tour. You gotta understand, bro, I started DJing and two weeks later I was on tour with Nicki Minaj. I was doing arenas, bro.
Like, how did that happen?
Because I'm with my girlfriend at the time, is Esther. Esther's opening up for Nicki.
Esther Dean's a writer.
Esther Dean, shout out to Esther Dean. Yeah. And I'm opening up. She's opening up for Nicki. So we on tour doing arenas. I don't even know what a CDJ. I don't even know how to work a CDJ.
But you know the music, though.
I know the music,
of course.
But CDJs are more sturdy for stages because turntables jump and da. They like, no, we use the CDJs. We don't want no skips. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. What? I got a video of me on my gram playing, and the hype for me was I played Niggas in Paris.
Ooh. Really?
And you just see, I put the thing up. I said, y'all ready for the Pink Print tour? Y'all ready for Nicki Minaj? And it was like, all these little white kids screaming. They have no idea who Mad Skillz is. I'm just the DJ. Yeah. Hit the first record. I'm on that good cushion alcohol. It's a future joint. I'm going, damn bitches I can call. Yeah. But then I'm a ball so hard, and then you just see white kids jumping. 30,000 white kids. That was like my second day DJing.
What? Wait, so that song is not that old.
No.
That's like 2014.
2015. So my journey
DJing less than 10 years?
Professionally, yeah. I mean, I've always had turntables in the crib and just zigga, but I wasn't no DJ.
So
you know what I'm saying?
How'd you really learn it?
Listen, man, practice. And 60% of it is knowing the music.
Right. And you're an artist, so you know
the music. 60% of it is knowing the music.
You get tempo.
You know what I'm saying? It's two things I know, bro. And I approach this when I make music and when I play. Black people are right here.
Yeah.
Black people have a universal two-step.
In the pocket.
We right here. If you keep a black person right here.
You got him.
Like, now mind you, this came later. Yeah. But this ain't ever going fucking nowhere. This before I let go. Yeah. We ain't never losing that as our it's inside of us. Everybody has something called an internal clock. Right? I learned this from Jeff. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff.
Jazzy Jeff.
I can't fuck with your internal clock. So if I have you on the floor, blame it on the goose, blame it on the throne, alcohol. I can't play Planet Rock. I can't play Planet Rock right now because that bitch go, yeah, just hit me. It's going to change your body language. Yeah. So the song that comes after this got to keep you right here. So when you walk up to me and say, yo, man, can you play Drake and Future? Not right now. So I'm playing Beyonce right now. I can't play that right now.
Man, okay. So what did you learn from Jeff?
Internal clock.
Yeah.
Peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
And he's one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the greatest, man. I paid attention to. I was on the road with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't have aspirations to be a DJ then, but just listening to him play, he knows how to read a room.
Yeah.
And it's knowing the music is one thing. Getting in front of people and playing songs, that's something else. And that's something that has helped me with the 90s Girl Brunch that I do every weekend. You know what I'm saying? I started during the pandemic, and we made a documentary about that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just a bunch of women that have become like family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We started in the quarantine on some kind of like D-Night shit. We all started DJing at home. Yeah. And this past Memorial Day, we actually met in person. Like after a year and a half of partying, I had a private party in Virginia. People flew in, people carpooled, and we all actually met for the first time. And it was insane.
Man.
Shout out to the whole 90s Girl Brunch crew.
That's a big deal. So what's next for you?
Oh, man. The podcast I'm still pushing, DJing I'm still pushing. I'm finishing up this documentary about the 90s Girl Brunch.
Dope.
Still songwriting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just teaching. I teach as well. I teach a hip-hop class in University of Richmond in Virginia. Teaching. And just trying to figure out, I got a lot of jobs, man. I'm trying to be like the Steve Harvey of hip-hop.
What's some of the records that we can know about, that they can look up and say, oh, you wrote on that, but they don't know that you wrote on that?
Let me think. What's public knowledge? Will Smith.
Okay.
That Lost and Found album.
Okay.
I did a few things on there. Of course, Black Men Don't Cheat for Lil Duval
and Charlamagne.
Which was funny because Charlamagne wasn't even gonna be on that song. Like Lil Duval was trying to get who was it? He was trying to get OT Genesis.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yeah, nah, like let Charlamagne. He was like, yeah, but he was like, I'm just trying to. Duval said, I'm trying to think of all the people that ain't gonna play it because Charlamagne on it. I said, nigga, I'm trying to think of all the people that will play it because Charlamagne on it.
Yeah.
And that's iHeart, fool.
Smart.
Like, and a lot of people. This is another thing that I've never really talked about that a lot of people usually bring up when I bring up Black Men Don't Cheat. They always bring up Carlos. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Miller.
Yeah.
So Carlos coined the phrase Black Men Don't Cheat. And they're like, why he acting like he was the first person to come with that? And I wasn't. But I never followed Carlos, so I never knew that he said it. I just seen it on the shirt and wrote it. And we reached out to Carlos, and Carlos actually has a verse on Black Men Don't Cheat. I have a version in my phone right now with Carlos rapping Charlamagne's same verse, but it just won't. Carlos ain't a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, he a comedian.
Hilarious.
Like he wasn't. It wasn't in the pocket. Charlamagne totally, completely copied everything I said, changed one line, and it's verbatim. And I was like, just put it out with Charlemagne on it.
Wow.
Damn, that's dope.
Man, Skillz, can we do a part? Because this is you're our first repeat guest.
Yes.
Oh wow, thank you, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you come back to the FAQ podcast?
Of course. Listen, man, you know I'm here whenever y'all need me. You know what I'm saying?
No love lost.
Nah, between me and you it is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fucky.
Okay, run after Usher, boy.
Definitely didn't happen. Look, man, FAQ podcast, frequently asked questions with Fuzzy and Quincy, man. Skillz, thank you very much. We
thank y'all for having me, man.
Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, FAQ podcast. Subscribe, FAQ podcast on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you, man. We'll see you next time right here. That's all I gotta say, man.
Follow me on everything at Skillz VA, SKILLZ VA.
2 up,
2 down, VA in the building. You already know what it is.
Boom.